This scruffy guy only goes out at night, and every time he hits up the nearest convenience store for junk food, he usually sleeps till noon, then after brunch just holes up in his room gaming. He talks to his parents mostly through sticky notes. This day, he opens the fridge and finds a note from his mom saying they're gonna renovate the house into 2 units, but their family of 3 was doing just fine. Why the sudden major renovation? While he's totally confused, he hears kids playing outside. It's his sister's family. They came back to talk with his parents about renovating the old house. Since he hates crowds, he immediately hides upstairs, lies on the floor listening to the conversation downstairs, and finally gets what's going on. Turns out his sister's family doesn't want to keep cramming into their tiny apartment and plans to move back home. The construction company also provided renovation plans, and considering he's still living at home mooching off his parents, he needs a separate soundproof room and bathroom, so they designed not a traditional 2-unit house, but a 2.5-unit house. His sister sees this will definitely go over budget and starts complaining that their parents spoil their brother too much. At 40, he should be independent already, but mom firmly says she'll never kick him out of the house. His brother-in-law, worried they'll start fighting, volunteers to give up his beloved study room to cut some costs. He naturally doesn't want the house suddenly flooded with all these people, especially since that little nephew is super rowdy. He clearly told her she can't just go upstairs, but she just had to get a look at this mysterious uncle's real face. He listens to the non-stop shouting outside his door, silently chanting curses in his head while reluctantly opening the door. At his age, getting called disgusting straight to his face by his own niece, he wants to find a hole to crawl into and hide, but you totally can't blame her for that reaction, since besides visiting the hospital once when the girl was just born, he's had 0 contact with her for over 10 years. Looking this messy, he'd scare anyone who saw him. To avoid another awkward scene like this, he drags his heavy suitcase to the convenience store that night for a massive shopping trip, stocking up on several days' worth of instant noodles and drinks. He's fully prepared to crash at an internet cafe during this time, throwing himself completely into the gaming world, but he still can't help venting to his teammates about all his frustrations with his house renovation thing. One teammate suggests he try game streaming. A skilled player like him could easily make millions a month. Then he could just buy himself a high-rise apartment and move out independently, perfectly solving all his problems. But streaming day doesn't go as smoothly as expected. He's way too nervous and makes tons of obvious mistakes. The chat's questioning if he's a fake, which totally destroys his mindset on his first try. Soon after, the old house renovation is officially done. On move-in day, both families show up together, everyone happily getting their shiny new keys from the construction guy. Right before going in, his mom specifically calls out to the guy, laughing that he looks exactly like some man from before. The man waits until it's completely dark before dragging his luggage silently back home. Seeing the totally renovated house, he can't help but quietly say, "Incredible." His thoughtful mom already organized everything in his room so he can keep gaming freely like before. While casually checking fan messages, a little panda avatar suddenly catches his attention.